Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Breath of Fire 3. Last episode we tackled Angel Tower and learned what really happened to the Brood. This episode we will be leaving the Dauna Mine once again. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. So where we at? Oh yeah, we're just Ryu and Gar. Look at that, bro it out, and ignore that Ryu looks different in there. Remember, 10-year gap change. We old now. But here we are in the safe room of Dauna Mines. Now, before I go any further, there are some items I missed in the last episode, and it's not so much that I missed them. I wanted to do the Dauna Mines all in one playthrough, so I didn't want to have it in two separate videos. Yeah, they'll buy that. So, from our safe room, what we're going to do is come out here to the main room, where we can have enemy encounters and stuff, so let's go over those quick. So here we'll face a mix of enemies we're used to and new ones, such as the fire slug, zombie, and ghoul. Should not be a surprise there. But for new enemies, we have the zombie doctor, which is weak to fire and holy, strong to death, has bone dart, which causes confusion, and vitalize, which actually hurts his allies when they're undead, which is kind of funny. Then there is the giant roach, which is weak to fire, has jump for a physical attack, and this is the last enemy we'll face that will teach it to us, and douse, which is only learnable from the giant roach, and it makes a target weak to fire damage for some reason. Don't fret if you're trying to get all the abilities. We will encounter the giant roach later. It's just this is the last guy we can learn these two abilities from. Anyway, now that we're out here in the main room, we're gonna ride the elevator up. We're gonna get some items. So we're gonna go to the third floor. That's the one we started on. So we're backtracking. Now, there are no enemies on this floor, so feel free to run around at your leisure. But what we want to do is go all the way back here to the big green skull and go all the way past, the entrance into it. And then we're going to find these stairs. We want to take this one. Boom, 3 treasures. So in here, we're going to get a vitamin. Always nice. Over here, we're going to get a life shard, which permanently raises someone's health. And a magic shard, which does the same thing for AP. Not bad. It may not be a bad idea for the AP magic shards to throw them at Ryu, because we really want him, now that we're in the second half of the game, to have a huge AP pool. Anyway, now that we're back here at the elevator, we're actually going to go to the first floor now, because there's some goodies we can grab there. Now up here, you can already see the treasure, so we're gonna nab that for some light clothing, and it's terrible, don't even bother trying to equip it. But if we follow the minecart tracks all the way to the end, we will be able to get our second treasure. I'm pretty glad there's no carts for us to dodge, even though that can actually be a fun mechanic. Or if we could ride them, how cool would that be? There we go. Now that we have the cheesy music, we're outside, and what we want to do is head into this hut. And in here is a bookcase with $200 dues that we're actually going to spend at the Manilo here. Because, again, the game's pretty nice. It gives you a shop. So what we're going to do with this is buy some antidotes, which is pretty handy. So we're going to buy 6 of those. I like 10. 10 should be enough. We don't need eye drops, but I would recommend spending some money on some panaceas. Again, we're going to go up to 10. We don't need that many. Now, if you're running low on healing herbs or vitamins or ammonias, stock up. Healing herbs, load up. Buy as many. They're great for healing between fights. Vitamins are great for healing during fights. And ammonians are for reviving, but we're good on those right now. Now we got to walk all the way back to the elevator. And since it's a really boring walk with nothing interesting happen, I'll just cut to the elevator. So, see you there. Alright, here we are, and now what we want to do is go back to B2. That was the level we started this episode on, and that's the level to actually get the heck out of here. Now, I should mention we're not going to get all the treasures this episode. We need Momo for one of them, but we're going to get all the others. Oh, and great, a fight. With a giant roach that we can barely see. They're not tough, and I'm not going after all the abilities, so I'm just going to auto-battle this. Ryu with the counter is always appreciated. And I'm not sure I'd call that a great victory, but oh well. Alright, so for now, at this intersection, we're going to stay on the upper path, go northeast, and then we're going to keep going northeast until we can go into a room. And in here, we have a fight. Awesome. Oh, we got the zombie doctor. Yeah, if you damage him, and he lives, he'll actually start to heal occasionally, and it's kind of funny. And remember, if the zombies are dancing around like the one in the lower left there, that means they're confused and they'll likely attack each other. Oh, just like Gar. Gar's confused. Gall darn it. Yeah. Just hurt each other. Yeah, Ryu missed. Ugh. Stay sane. Ow. Well, not really. Yeah, they regain their sanity. Good. Yeah, here we go. He's gonna try and heal. I just love that. Didn't do that great. Anywho, battle's over. Oh, that's some good money. Oh boy. Anyway, we want this treasure here for a multivitamin, and this is actually the wall we need Momo to blast on down, but we can't, so let's head on out. Now that we got those treasures, we're gonna go back to that first intersection, or not. BRB. Oh man, 3 gall darn roaches. Just actually only attacked Ryu, so that actually added up into some pain. No, don't use a vitamin, use a healing herb. That should be good. Alright, now that we're here at the intersection, what we want to do is go down here, and this is our first of 2 real puzzles, and it's a pushing puzzle. We got to get this dynamite to the other side of the tracks, and we can only push it with Gar. But before we start pushing it, we got to adjust the tracks. So occasionally throughout, we're going to find these switches. You can see they adjust the tracks below. So if we hit this switch once, it'll divert this direction. And what we want to do is then hit this switch once, and it will not divert this one, and it'll go straight. And this will allow us to get another treasure after this fight. Easy peasy, just a bunch of undead losers. Alright, now that we have our switches the way we want them, we're gonna push this minecart. And it's going to go into this little dead end there, and we can use it as a platform to reach that treasure. Hooray! All we gotta do is go into a fight. BRB. Man, I love zombie doctors. They're so funny. Alright. Just go up this ramp, follow it around, cross over our minecart, and boom, we get a feather sword, which is a weapon for Ryu. This is one of my few weapons, which are going to be elemental, so this one does wind damage, and it's a little better. Our agility goes up, so we get to attack earlier a bit more, so I'm going to equip it for now. And now we gotta backtrack all the way back to the minecart, which means more fighting. Jeez, 1 zombie doctor just took out 5 zombies in total. Love it. Now you may be wondering, why did they give the zombie doctor a healing spell if it kills all his allies? My thought is to teach you about the mechanic in the first place, that healing hurts zombies. But anyway, now that we've pushed the minecart all the way back to its starting position, we can actually set it up so it goes in the correct position. And I'm going to start all the way at the end, because this is where we're trying to get it to blow up that boulder. And we're going to follow it back. So what we want is this to turn here, so it's going to end up here. Then we're going to follow it back to the next switch, where we want this one to go up, because we want it to hang a right. Then down here, we want to flip this switch so it goes up instead of into the alcove. Oh great, a fight. More zombies. We're getting pretty rich. But anyway, this one we can leave alone because it's currently set up in the right direction. And now if we push this TNT, it's going to be almost at the end. Oh, look at it go! Perfect. That's perfect. Now we just got to go back up here, hit one more switch, this one, so it goes straight and not back where we pushed it. And then we're going to push it this way. Now make sure you're healed, because we're going to have a boss fight afterwards. Ah, someone's proud of himself. We should be able to get through now. Yeah, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing, Guardian? What the heck is this? Ryu? How do you know Ryu's name? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Ryu, why do you let him live? Why do you let our enemy live? He's my buddy. A dragon. Oh god. Oh god, indeed. What the heck? Can you hear it, Guardian? Can you hear our spilt blood crying out for vengeance? Oh my, that's a big chunky boy. Guardian, it's been what, 400 years? You who tried to exterminate us. Where are you taking Ryu? Seriously, how do you know my name? I'm taking Ryu to meet our god. Wait, what? Why? To make a sacrificial offering of the last dragon? I hope not. To learn the truth. To learn if the war we fought 400 years ago was right. Ha! Ryu, kill him! Avenge our people's memories. They destroyed us. The Guardians killed us all. I'm good. No? Why not? Don't you despise him? Don't you hate him? Not really, no. You must not hate. Silence! You have no right. What the heck is going on? Alright. Welcome to the Dragon Zombie. Now, there are two ways we can take this fight down. The easy way or the possibly hard way. But before we get into that, let's go over his abilities. So, he is weak to fire and holy, strong to status and death. For attacks, he has really only two, Bone Dance, which will confuse the party, or Rotten Breath, which will poison the party. Seriously, don't worry about the poison. It does so little damage, just heal through it, and then it becomes free turns when he uses it. The confusion, be a little more concerned about. Now, the reason I say there's two ways to attack this guy, you can just use Kairi and kill him, and I'll show you. I'm just going to defend with Ryu. Gar, we learned Kairi from Honora before we did Angel Tower for this fight. If you just cast Kairi, he dies. There you go. He died. It's that easy. We won. But that's too easy. So I will see you guys back here as we fight him for reals. BRB. Alright, now to fight him for reals, we're going to have Ryu Ascend. You could also use the shield spell to raise everyone's defense, but I don't really have that much AP to spend, so we're going to just Ascend, and that's going to fully heal Ryu. And again, there's a couple ways you could do this. Make sure to have Fire, because he's weak to that, and then you could use Defender or Eldritch. If you have a lot of AP and have been doing a more mage-focused Ryu, do the Eldritch, because you'll get some healing spells that you can use against him, and that'll do big damage, like 500 a turn. I don't, so I'm going to go with Defender and set it up that way. Gar, we're just going to use his Pyrokinesis attack and also use him for healing when needed. And outside of that, this is just going to be a really long battle. Now again, he's going to poison us. Don't worry about it. We're just going to heal through it. It's fine. It really doesn't do that much damage. And now every time he tries to poison us, it'll kind of be a wasted turn. Yes, So Gar's gonna do roughly 100 damage each turn. We got 2,500 damage to go through, so this is gonna take a bit. Ryu, we're just gonna have him do the Flame Claw. It does a lot of really good damage. And Gar just keeps pyrokinesising. Ow. Really, the only thing we have to worry about is the bone dance and how long somebody's going to be confused. But there we go. We average about like 350 a turn, so it'll take a while. But this is what you do if you don't have Kyrie. It's just this easy. But man, for a boss, this guy is ugly. Like, is he aware? Is this why he's so angry? Come on, Gar. Big damage. Yeah. Alright, yeah, Ryu's starting to get low on that AP, and Gar's starting to get low enough on health that we should heal him. But this is why we have vitamins. And there you go, wasted turn. Love it. Oh, yeah. I like how Gar uses his items. It's pretty cocky. I enjoy that. But another turn, another more of the same. Let's do some damage. When Ryu gets low on AP, unless you have like a stockpile of, say, rainbow trout or something, I really wouldn't worry about it. We're not gonna be in much danger. Yeah, this is our last turn with Ryu as a dragon. We're just gonna have Gar, pyrokinesis. It's fine. Oh, here's the bony dance. Kinda curious where all those bonies are coming from. Oh, he confused both of us. Oh well, at least Ryu got an attack off. Yeah, still confused. But it's okay. Gar's back to normal. Just getting a beating. Gotta heal him up again. Uh-oh. Not another bony dance. No. No. We might be in trouble. Oh, good. Ryu's got his act together. Good. He can heal Gar. Perfect. Oh, come on. I know you only have 2 attacks, but seriously, every turn? This is getting kind of old. There we go. Gar's all back to better. Actually found his target. And hopefully next turn he regains his sanity. Or not. Are you kidding me? One trick pony over here. But yeah, at this point, it's just heal when you need to and suffer through it. When Gar is sane, have him do pyrokinesis. Otherwise, Ryu just attacks. We really don't have abilities for this, and we'll be fine. Ow. No, oh, never mind. There we go. He's back to normal. Alright. Ryu, heal yourself. Gar, pyrokinesis. And we'll suffer through this very, very slowly. Anyway, when I start to make progress or get close to the end of the fight, since this is really all it's going to boil down to, I will see you then. BRB. I mean, you need a tic-tac, but so far, I like it. Give me crit. It'll do. Oh! Oh, and we won. Great victory. Oh, that took forever. But anyway, yeah, we won. 500 XP, both leveled up. Fantastic. Ryu learned Remedy, and that is a big stat increase. Holy cow. And Gar's level 19, and it's okay. Oh, man. Reviled one. Why must you always interfere? The heck is he talking about? Why do you always restrain us? Okay, sure. Did it just go into a Pokeball? Oh, right. This is the Shadow Gene. My eyes! The heck is that? Oh, hello. That was not a dragon. Are you of the brood? A true dragon? Wait, me? The heck is going on? But there we go. We also received the power of the Fusion Gene. And no, it's not as cool as Fusion in Dragon Ball Z. Just gonna pull that band-aid off now. Ryu, what was that? No idea. A true dragon? That's what it said, right? What does that mean? I don't know, man. I'm in this game with you, too. Huh. You don't know either, eh? Nope. Anyway, we filled out 2 more slots of our dragon genealogy, but we are going to use some antidotes and heal the poison and get some HP back, because I want to live. But for these new genes, we have Shadow, which is just another elemental gene similar to Flame or Frost or Thunder, but for Shadow. And then we have the Fusion, which gives you new abilities depending on which characters you have on your team, and you kind of fuse into one Giga Chad. I don't know, a lot of variations. But alright, now that we've defeated the boss, we blew open the door, let's try to get the heck on out of here. So, head through the door we made. Now there are still some more items to get, and with that, at our intersection here, we're gonna hang southeast into a fight, BRB. There we go, just stepped on a few roaches. Now we can continue down here, and through this door. So if we take this middle door here, we can enter this room where there are the last 2 pieces of treasure we can get after this fight. Crying out loud, so many fire slugs. Jeez, all they would do is breathe on me. So I gotta heal up. Kinda hurt. All better. Anyway, at this intersection, both directions lead to treasure, so take your pick. I'm gonna choose this one and grab a Alliance Belt, which raises willpower. Not something we really need right now. Aw, man, BRB. Alright, a lone fire slug. I think they're chasing me. But anyway, in the other direction, we can get the last treasure for now. The protein. Just a stat boosting item. Come on, again? Oh my goodness, couldn't hit a fire slug at all. Crying out loud. This is the worst. Like seriously, what do they eat to have such sriracha breath? What's going on? Alright, now that we're fully healed, time to go back to that weird room outside of this cave. Follow it to the southeast to another exit. Now in here, this is the... well, hold on. I gotta fight. Oh, darn it. Alright, seriously. What's the saying? If you see 1 roach, there's 50 more you're not seeing or something? I don't know. 2 roaches in that fight. Anyway, to leave this place, we gotta go in the side room, and it's a bit of a puzzle. I'm just gonna give you the answer. Hit this switch 3 times. There we go. Leave on out, and now we can cross this platform and exit the mine to the best cheesy music ever. But anyway, just gotta try to leave, and we'll get a scene. Well now, Mr. Gar. Were you able to get rid of that dragon for us? Huh? Who might that young fella be? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. I took care of the dragon for you. It's gone. Really? Oh, that's good news. That dragon. He ran around, spitting fire on people, killed some of my men, destroyed our machines, made a pretty bad mess of things here around here. Oh no. Something wrong? He's alright. Just tired. Huh. Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Come on down to the office and get your payment from the boss. Yep, and I will. Just gotta try to exit the area. This may not help, but don't judge yourself too harshly. You're not quite in control of yourself in dragon form, you know? Just try not to think about it. Yeah, sure. Alright, whatever you say. Anyway, I didn't mean to go down that ramp. We want to go to the northeast. Ox, get out of my way. We want to come here in the first building. We can get our paycheck. Well, thank you so much. What do you say, Mr. Gar? Why don't you stay here? Just in case any more dragons show up. No thanks. Besides, I don't think you'll be seeing any more dragons. Well, if you say so. I'd really feel a lot better if you were around, though. Keep in your pants, dude. We must be going. Thank you for the reward. Oh, Mr. Gar, if you're really heading down the mountain, be careful on Ogre Road. Why? Well, we've heard stories about a really ferocious monster on the road, attacking people. If you want to know more, you should go west to Sin City. I guess he's not afraid, though. I mean, he killed a dragon after all. Alright, now that we've done that, we can finally leave by going down this ramp and through the door. Uh-oh, I assume someone's having nightmares. Yep, there we go. Oh, good. Can't sleep, eh? Not a wink. I have to apologize to you, Ryu. Not only for trying to kill you, but I don't know if it's right to take you. What do you mean? Yeah, another bro-side fire chat. To take you like this with me, as I search for God. But why did God see it fit to try to destroy the brood anyway? That's a question whose answer you have a right to know. That's a fair point, I guess. After leaving the mountain, we'll head east to Windia and then to the eastern lands, to Angel Tower. What, again? Seriously? But anywho, with that, we are once again in the world map, and I'm just gonna go straight to camp. Wonder if Gar has anything new to say. Do you remember Baleo and Sunder? They were connected to that organization in Sin City. I mean, it is Sin City after all, but bum. Anywho, with that, I think this is where we're going to call it quits this episode. This has been part 26 of our Breath of Fire 3 guided walkthrough, where we left Dauna Mine, but this time as an adult. Stay tuned for the next episode as we head to Sin City and see if it's as good as the movie. If you like the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.